what's next for the Hornets? Okay, hopefully in the next 2 3 years, a ring. I like what's going on in the Hornets organization. I like what Charles Lee is doing with the players. I like, LaMelo's actually stepping into that leadership role. For a long time, people have been saying like, there's no vets on the team. There's no vets. There's no vets. No leadership. And LaMelo's not a good leader, but see what he's doing now. He's doing a pretty great job being a leader. I think he's setting a good example for Conklin, Brandon Miller, and I'm starting to see LaMelo play a little bit more defense. So, you know, uh, shout out to all the haters who's hating on him. You know, some people expect for these players to be like Dwayne Wade. Win a championship within the first 5 years of entering the league, which doesn't make sense. You know, I definitely think LaMelo got that talent, and all he just needed was just like two solid players around him and a solid defensive player. You got Musa, Conklin, Brandon Miller, and now you see the Charlottes are winning. They're doing their thing, they're hanging in, and they're even backing down teams you would expect for them to lose against. So, I look forward to this, and I hope they make it to the semifinals. Not just the playoffs. I definitely believe they're making it to the playoffs, but I hope they dip their hands into the semifinals so they can just know what it's like to almost be there, and hopefully within 2 to 3 years win a championship.